Okay, we should be live. Hey everyone, it's your boy Doc Williams, and today we're going to be talking about how you can automate all of your boring work tasks. Maybe you're at work right now, you're watching this, you're like, man, I can't take another email, I don't want to do this. Today we're going to be talking about how you eliminate all of that so you can focus on things that matter. So, come with me. Hello, and welcome everyone. Hold on, let's switch this up. Primary display, let's do that. There we go. Hello everyone. All right, so what we're going to be doing today, we're going to be looking at how to automate all of your work tasks that are boring for you. We're going to be talking about how you can do this. So let me put this, boring work tasks. There we go. Okay, so what we're going to be doing today is actually working through how we go about and making your life better. Okay, so we're going to go through all of these things and how you're going to be using automation. So let me know in the comment section down below what you're doing at work, what do you need help with, all of those things. I'm going to show you what I'm going to be doing and how we're going to be changing this. I am going to be looking at email. I'm going to say project management, communication with team members, giving reports, and we're going to say mixed over here. Okay, so we're going to be looking at how can we get better at eliminating a lot of these things, okay, and to make it streamlined and everything. So if you're having trouble right now with any of these things, email, project management, communication with your team, giving reports, let me know in the comment section down below. I'm actually going to be doing in real time. We're actually switching over some systems. I'm going to show you what we're using and what I'm going to be trying out and switching to. Okay, so what we're using right now, we're using email. We're using SquidHub for tasks and everything like that. We're using Slack and a few others. But we're going to talk about how can we get a little bit better at this. How can we streamline some things? Okay. So the first thing is, let's see. Slade Rose says, I need help with the Dalo. My app is too good. Your app is too good, so what do you need help with then? Hey, what's going on, Erica? Great to see you. And, I forgot we do use Book Like a Boss. Okay, cool. All right, let's take a look. All right. Am I saying that right? Slade Rose? Yeah, tell me, like, what's going on here. By the way, Slade, is this the first time you've been here live with us? I don't think I've seen you in the chat. So, real quick. Thank you so much for being here. Steve from London, you're here? Man, we got people all over the place. Thank you so much for being here. And of course, Erica for holding down the chat, doing great with the mods. Thank you so much for doing everything. So yeah, let me know again. If you're working on something, let me know. Oh, from South Africa. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Watch the videos though. Well, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Well, let me know again in the chat if you need something about Dalo or something. We got time. We're going to be working on a lot of different stuff. And Steve, thank you so much for watching from London. Really do appreciate it. SJ, Steve from London, thank you so much for being here. All right. So I'm going to be talking about automation, but again, if you're working on apps or you have questions on that, I'll answer questions about that too as well. So what we're going to be looking at is using probably Repurpose.io. We're going to be looking at a new platform that I'm going to try out. It's called Spike Email. The reason I'm going to be doing this is it's going to be replacing a lot of other things that we use for our automation. And yeah, it looks interesting. So you're taking email and then they're basically making it look like WhatsApp or messaging. So I think I'm going to use this to try it out, see what we think. But I'm really liking it that it's more of conversation style than just custom, regular emails. It integrates with G Suite, all of these things, but I can also do live collaboration. I can also do tasks to the rest of the team. And even though some of them are on Superhuman and stuff like that, I think I'm going to try that. Also, too, let me do this because Nyota will kill me if I don't. Hold on one second. I'm supposed to drop links if anyone wants to be in our Discord. Let me grab this real quick. I'll put this in the chat as well. So if anything, if you have questions in the Discord, I'm dropping it in the chat right now. Right here. Let me put it. And then that way, if you have more questions for us or if you want to network with people, you can definitely join the Discord there. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to what we were doing, how to automate. So Slade Rose was saying, currently working on a SaaS app for affordable legal advice using $1 in Airtable. Love your comparison videos. They are so appreciated when trying to make decisions on stacks. Awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying this. Good. And let me know how that's going to be working for you. Also, too, if you have any Adalo questions or more in depth, there is a consultant that we use, Dan Perry. He's awesome as well. But I can answer as many Adalo questions if you have, or Airtable if I can help. But I'm so glad that the videos are helpful for you. Thank you so much. Eric is saying, York are 3 ways to save time and, the 3 time and make money. Will you offer it as live training? I'd like more help on automating follow-ups and tracking processes and effectiveness automating processes. I would also like to help with repurpose. Okay, yeah, so we will definitely talk about this. Joining the Discord, awesome. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll welcome you there. Hold on. Okay, Erica, so you're talking about the live training, save time and make more money. Will that be a live training? Yeah, I mean, we can talk about it. It kind of goes with hand in hand with this too. So let me bring it up because it kind of actually talks about a lot of the things that we're going to be talking about today, Erica. So I have no problem. Let me bring up the slides real quick. Because saving time and make more money definitely has to do with automating all the boring work stuff too. So let me just bring it up and we'll talk about it. And definitely, if you have questions on it, I think this is will really help. So let's bring this up for a second. I'm just in my Canva account. Let's see. Go to all your designs. Save time. Make more money. That was one of them. I think there's a newer version though. Hold on one second. Just pulling it up. If there's something specific that you're struggling with, well, you already said it with the, let me take a look at this again. So you're saying, Erica, I would like to more help on automating follow-ups, tracking processes, and effectiveness. Okay, yeah, we can talk about that. Hold on one second. Let me bring this up real quick. I'm bringing up the Canva doc. Let's see. Save time. Make more money. Just bring this up real quick. I'm in my Slack account real quick. Let me, you know what? Let me just show you from these slides. I'm trying to show you the new ones, but I think I'm just wasting too much time right now. It's the same exact format. Sabrina just made it a lot more pretty. So let me just realize if you get the course is free, but the slides are going to look a little bit different. The information exactly the same. Sabrina just updated the images. But let's talk about this because this will help with automation. I'm glad you asked. Nico. Good question. I think I'm saying it right. What are we automating? What are we automating? You're automating your entire stack of getting business. Really good question. So let's look at this for a second. So this is the Brand Factory, save time and make more money, how to automate your business. We're going to focus on one specific section. because this is how we automate our business. So if you're a business owner that's either doing a micro SaaS, you're creating a course business, if you're a service provider, these are all the same steps over and over again. The same exact steps that people are missing usually with how they're automating and streamlining their business. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at this for a second. Let's just look at this for a second. All right. So this doesn't, honestly, this doesn't matter whatever kind of business you've got. Automating and making sure everything here, this stack of 7, it's going to work all the way across the board. And if you have examples, if you have questions, let me know. But let's just go through this and we'll talk about it. Okay, so the tech fundamentals. You need to have a homepage. I know this seems very basic, but a lot of times people, even though we have all of these things, we might be missing how we can automate so all 7 or all 6 are in line, and then we have the streamlining process to make sure that we actually get better scaling, right? So the first one is your home base. Do all of you have a website? Okay, that's the first one. And the reason we're starting with website is even though we're on social media right now, some are watching, Nico, you're watching from Twitch. We've got people on YouTube. It doesn't matter. Wherever you're watching from, it's really imperative that wherever it is, you're still driving traffic to your home base because your channel can be canceled. Your account can be canceled. You need to drive traffic and actually have people to another area. Same exact way when I'm dropping Discord links, I'm making sure that I'm getting different pieces for people to funnel in, and then I'm going to get them to the homepage and opt in and get their email address or get their phone number. So we have the home base here. Then do we have an opt-in form? Do you have a lead gen opt-in form for you're giving out either a resource or you're doing something where people are coming in, you're collecting their information? The third portion, are you getting paid? Where's your checkout portal? Are you using Stripe? Are you using PayPal? If you're in a different country, are you using something equivalent for you to get paid? Do you already have that set up? Number 4, contacting people. Do you have a CRM, a customer relationship management? That can be a Google Sheet where you're automating and having people fill in a form, and then it's being sent to a Google form so you get their information. Is it ConvertKit, Drip? What are you using? The 5th one is automated follow-up. What are you using? Are you using ConvertKit again? Are you using something like Dub? What are you using? Then tracking process and effectiveness. How are you doing this? Are you looking at it with a heat map? What's going on? And then number 7, automating the process, streamlining. You're actually looking back on all 6 and how can you get better? Let me know if that makes sense. Let me know in the chat, please let me know. Now, for example, what we're talking about in this is, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be necessarily, Slade, you were talking about this, Slade Rose, you were talking about I do a lot of comparisons because there's pros and cons of every single platform. So for the most part, I'm just going to ask you, what are you trying to build? Why are you trying to build it? Do you have the right features for that platform? But there are tons of different types of platforms for you. So just realize that, it might not, everyone's a little bit different. So we're going to, again, if you have questions like, hey, I'm trying to use a WordPress site versus Doric or Wix or Squarespace, Weebly, what are you going to be using softer? Let me know because it really just depends. But you need to have one in each category. And I'm going to go through and how we do this in our business and how we keep trying to innovate and get better. But this is the layer for you to get paid, for you to go through all of this. Okay? So again, if you're trying to build a business, if you're trying to think about what's going on with you, we need to figure out, do you have all 6 steps? Do you have all 6? And then can we get better? The tracking process, we can use Sumo, we can use Lucky Orange, we can use Capturely, we can use all of those things because we're just tracking the effectiveness of what's happening. Let me know if this makes sense. And I'm going to answer Erica's question right now, but if you have more questions based on this format, if you're saying, well, Doc, my business is different, I don't know where to begin, or I don't have a lot of money, you can do all 6 of these things with basically all free products too. You don't need to pay for any of them. Now, of course, it will have limitations if you go all free, but to get started, it's better to get started and change than to wait. So let's go through this. So Erica is asking, Nyota, wait, hold on a second. Look at this. I'm going to go through this for a second. Let's talk about this. I'm going to talk about Repurpose as well. Hold on a second. Nyota came in here, trying to sneak in here. Thank you so much for coming in here. Appreciate you. Okay. So let's go with this for a second. Erica mentioned, let's talk about this. So you said, I would like more help with automated follow-ups, tracking processes, and effectiveness of automating processes. Okay. Let's talk about this first. Automated follow-ups. What are you giving them? So is it from a resource guide and then you're trying to get an automated follow-up? Is it an automated follow-up after a consulting call? Is it after they sign up for a course? Something like that. Let me know. And then the effectiveness of automating processes. Okay, so the way that we're going to be effective is we're just going to measure how well all of these things are happening. Ah, man. Well, Nyota, thanks so much for jumping in real quick. We appreciate you. Okay, so if we're looking at, and by the way, watch the replay on this because I will be talking about Repurpose as well. Nyota, in the chat, let me know what you want help with in Repurpose, or you want an overview of how this can be effective for your business. Let me know. Okay, so let's talk about the follow-up. I'm going to go real general and then and talk about some things. Okay, so for me, when I do any kind of follow-up, I'm going to use Dub. And the reason I'm going to use Dub, if no one's heard of this, Dub allows you to create like response videos. And it allows you to, it basically, let me just show you the front page. It'll be a lot easier. Let me do this. It allows you to, let me log out. Let me log out. Okay, so when we're going here, you can send messages to get more engagement, whatever. What you're doing with this platform is it integrates with your Google Suite account, and you can create videos. So I can create like, hey, thanks for signing up. I can have an automated video that is a general based on like, hey, thanks for signing up for a discovery call. Here's the next steps. The link down below, make sure you do X, Y, and Z, download this resource guide. Or I can create custom videos every single time someone responds. It integrates with your Google Chrome or your G Suite account or whatever you're using. You can use it with LinkedIn. It integrates with that too. I can create automated messages or real ones that just say like, hey, thanks so much for meeting up. Love to see you. And people go crazy with this thing. Let's see. Yeah. So this is why I'm using it for the follow-up. What I see, Erica, is my response when I do real time or I send videos, the personal videos with Dub, my conversion rates go through the roof. So that's why I use Dub so much. So if I'm doing an automated follow-up and I want to make sure I want them to follow through on something, I will make a video, say their name in the video, and then it happens. Nyota saying, overview of how to use Repurpose in coaching and consulting business. Got you. All right, I got you. SJ Steve says, for me, just an overview of how I can use for my events company. Okay, that's good. That's a good question. So events company for closing clients for your events company, let me know. I have a checklist of also the follow-up after Zoom consultation. I have a checklist. I would also like to follow up after a Zoom free consultation. Free consultation. Okay, so this is what I would do. And you have a CRM already, Erica, right? Let me do this. I'm going to do this in Market Plan just so I can map it out. Make a video and say their name in the video. Yeah. Nyota, I'm telling you, if you do that, if you do a video with their name in it, I can tell you, I can track it. I think my closing rate when I do that is like 85%. Now, guess what? If you're saying, well, that's really high, Doc. Well, yeah, because I don't have that many people that make it through all the filtering sections because we're very selective. So it is high. I'm not saying that expect 85%, but we have multiple filters to make sure they're the right client. For example, for our discovery calls, we say, hey, are you ready to invest a minimum of 10K? If they're not ready to invest 10K, we send them to all of our free resources. So we're cutting out quite a few from our audience right off the bat that aren't ready for group coaching. So that's why our conversion rates are so high. Now that doesn't mean we don't have a downsell offer. We actually say, hey, go watch our free videos or go also check out our paid courses as well. But we just downsell. But for the coaching program, it's like an 85% conversion rate when we use video follow-up. Plan, let's see, Erica's automation. Let's take a look at this. And let me do this. Pulling this up. I'm also dropping my favorite links page for if you would like to support the channel and the affiliates. Nyota, I'm learning. I'm trying. So this is a page of all my favorite tools. And by the way, you all know this if you watch different videos. I'm not putting just everyone on this page. It's only the ones that I'm using in my business. So in this favorite tools and all of those things, keep in mind, this isn't a link for just spamming people and trying to get affiliates on everything. This list is literally all the things that we use in our business, and that's it. And I do update it. So if it's something like, hey, these are the reasons why we're not using this tool anymore, we let you know. And there's a link right there, how Brand Factory uses tech stacks and automation. So you see how we use all of these tools in our business. Okay. So let's build this out for Erica real quick. And Steve, I think this might help you as well. I'm trying, Nyota. I'm trying. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to break down the follow-up of what you're doing, Erica, and how you could automate this. What CRM are you using, Erica? Are you using MailChimp, ConvertKit, using SendFox, something like that? Okay, so you're having a discovery call. And where are you getting the clients? Are they coming from social media or something like that? I'm going to zoom in a second. Let's do... Okay, you got SalesFlare. And SalesFlare, you can integrate, or you have it with Zapier or something like that? Just so I can automate things. Just making sure. Okay, let's do this. Email, and then this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm simulating the workflow of what I would want to happen and where your automations are going to be. Okay, so they're going from social media, or you're sending an email or whatever. You're then going to send them to a landing page, and your landing page is Book Like a Boss, where they're having the call and everything with you, right? So I'm going to have a confirmation right there. From confirmation, I would definitely, I'm going to put a tag here. I'm going to talk about this in a second. I'm just getting my pieces together. From the confirmation page, they're going to say, yes, thank you so much. And then you're going to probably send them an email. Do you have an email reminder in your Book Like a Boss account right now? So from when they book on Book Like a Boss, you can set it up so you can do an email reminder like, hey, don't forget. No problem. Not a problem, Nyota. I'll see you. Ask any questions in the replay in the comment section. I'll talk to you soon. Don't forget, end of the month for all Build It members, we're gonna have a session for a monthly review. Okay, so what we have here is confirmation email sequence, and then you're gonna move it to a phone call. Let's do this. Phone call. Let's move it here. I would tag them right here. Put this over here. And then you would want an email sequence afterwards. Okay, cool. You missed up, but you got a quick page? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, let me put this here. From here, And then you remember you're having the chat. And Erica, what are you doing after the phone call? They're having an email follow up with the checklist, but are you trying to get them as a client, or where are you trying to direct them? Let me know. Okay, so let's back up, and I'm going to show you how I do the automation. Okay, so number one, you're getting traffic from social media or like LinkedIn or something like that, or you're emailing them. From the email, they're going to a landing page, which is Book Like a Boss. After Book Like a Boss, they're going to get a confirmation, and they're going to get the Zoom link because you have the integration with Zoom, right, for the chat. From there, after the chat, you already have the tag that you put in your CRM. I can just use that tag to trigger that email sequence. Now, let me know, chat, if this is too much. You're like, Doc, this is too much. Just show me on the back end. You're way out there. I don't know what you're talking about. Just let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. I don't want to just go from this and you're like, he told me he was going to help me and he made me more confused. This is terrible. Just as an example, this is something called Book Like a Boss, and we can actually have different discovery calls. So this is what I'm going to show you. I just showed you the plan. I'm going to show you in real time what I would be doing. Book Like a Boss allows you to create appointments, and this is where we have our whole ecosystem for our discovery calls, follow-up kickoff calls. Let's chat. Okay, so you have SendFox and Gist. Okay, so look at this. The first thing is, and you can use this if you don't have a full website or you're like, how to get started, you can just create this because this can be your scheduling, your website, your payment processor. You can do all of these things with Book Like a Boss. It's provided in the link I said with my favorite tools. But right here, so like, look at this. My discovery call. If someone books a discovery call, they say 3 o'clock. It says full name, email, how did you hear about us? So I'm tracking what's happening. If number to call for appointment in case we get connected on Zoom, so that way I can call them just in case. What do you hope to gain from the call? And then right here, how serious are you about pursuing your idea or business? If it says it's an idea, not ready for paid consulting, I'm already weeding them out and I'm saying, hey, here's some resources. The other side is I'm serious about the idea and ready to invest in launching, ready to invest starting at 10K. So now we're having the tier system right here. Now, again, if I'm using this with Book Like a Boss, if I go down here to other settings, I think it's other settings right here. Okay, so you have email reminders with that. If I go here with integrations, okay, so I already integrated Zoom. So that way I don't have to worry about anything else. You can also integrate with Dub or Gist, like we were talking about, MailChimp. And if not, Zapier can take care of the rest. So I'm automating with Zoom so I don't have to go and make that room anymore. The Zoom meeting will already be set up for me. Great. I can already also set up reminders from the appointment so I don't have to worry about the automations and making sure that, they're going to be there. On the appointments tab, I can click and edit the exact appointments and set reminders for SMS or email reminders. Okay, so I can do edit and all those things. Let me say edit. And right here, I can have like custom fields, which is fine. And then right here, reminders for discovery call, I can add the reminders right here. So they're all of our automation right there. Now, what I would do is too, Erica, when you were talking about the follow-up, for everyone with the discovery call, I would use a Zap to tag them in your CRM. So tag them in Gist or SendFox and put them on a custom list. Then every time they finish up a discovery call, they automatically get a follow-up email with that checklist. So let's look at this again. Confirmation page or confirmation based on Book Like a Boss. They get tagged in your system using Zapier. After your chat, they automatically get the email sequence with the follow-up of your checklist that you just had. Does that make sense? Let's see. After the call, they say I'm too expensive, and that usually is it. Okay. Well, do you have pre-qualifying? So let's go back. We're going back into this. Do you have pre-qualifying things in your follow-up or your in your discovery call? Do you have a filter, just like how I have? If you're not ready to invest 10K, you're not ready. Do you have any kind of pre-qualifier in your email or in your form in Book Like a Boss? That's what I meant. If you don't have pre-qualifiers, like, there's your problem, because you're letting too many people slip in that are not at the right level that you need. Yeah. So Erica, before, don't even worry about giving them a checklist or anything like that. And to tell you the truth, a lot of times if they're looking for a checklist, you're having them already for ones that cannot afford you. So you're going to say, hey, are you ready to invest X amount? If they say no, you send them an email that says, hey, love that you're interested. This isn't I see that we're not at this level to continue, but here's a free guide that helps you get to this point. And when you get to whatever goal and you can afford me, come back to me. You've got to let them self-select. So if they're saying you're too expensive, you've already wasted too much time being on the phone with the wrong customer. So let's go back to, so I don't even think you need to worry about too much. It sounds like if you're already getting them at the opt-in phase, they're just saying you're too expensive. You need your filtering guards on when you have your form that you're sending them. If I'm doing a discovery call, I need to make sure that I'm validating that you being on the phone with them is worth your time and it's worth where they are at. Let me know if that makes sense. Okay, cool. Now, Steve was wondering, let me make sure, overview of how I can use this for my events company. Again, what I would do is, if I'm looking at the series of where you need to be in your tech stacking fundamentals, I would first identify where you're getting most of your leads, Steve. Are they coming word of mouth? Is it from social media? Is it from Reddit? Is it from LinkedIn? And then from there, all you're doing is putting a landing page or a discovery call link and to get them to where you need to be. If you're making the sales on the phone, I would probably suggest you to already have a scheduling automation sequence. And I would use Book Like a Boss, Calendly, something like that, whatever you want to use. But we use Book Like a Boss because it can already integrate with Stripe and all of these other things. So we don't have to worry about putting them to another page and pay. Okay, from social media. Okay, Steve. So you're bringing them from social media, and then are they emailing you? Are they asking for a call? Let me know. Okay, as we're doing that, I'm going to jump over to Repurpose to show some highlights over here and why we use Repurpose. And then from there, I'm going to show you Spike Email, I think. Okay, let's take a look at this. Repurpose.io. Okay, so the thing is, Steve, so if they're coming from social and they're doing all those things, I would say let's identify what you're struggling with. Is it because you're doing manual tasks? Are you scheduling them manually right now? That would be I would say that first. Or what is taking the most time for you that you want to eliminate? Or what is stressing you out? Or what are you doing manually? So Repurpose.io, it allows you to streamline how you show up online. All of it. So if you're creating a podcast, if you're doing a live stream, if you're creating video content and you're trying to figure out how can I put on all of these other platforms easily, this allows you to now streamline that whole thing and you don't have to spend time putting it in every different location. So let's log in, and I'm going to talk about the basics and how I create workflows here. So let's sign in. And also, too, we have a whole course, the Ninja Blueprint for Repurpose that me and Hanny did. So you can always get that. It's like 63 videos. So if you're struggling with this, but let's go over some overviews. Yes, I have questions that usually see the questions, I think, and then ask me to use their calendar so they won't have to fill them out. So I don't understand. Yeah, Erica's saying, yes, I have questions. They usually see the questions, I think, and then ask me to use their calendar. So they no, so you don't let them do that. First of all, I think you're having them fill out too many questions. So the question is, Erica, how many questions are you having them before they fill out? Number two, do not let them just have you schedule on their account. No, no, no. They have to fill out it. Make them do the work. You're being too accommodating. You're the one with the skills. So allow, and you're trying to create a system that scales. They have to be in it. And by the way, it shows that they're not the right fit because they're not converting to be your customers. No, make them go through your funnel. Okay, so the workflows, this is Repurpose. This allows you to first have connections, and I can have all types of different connections right here. This allows me, if I am, let's go with connections just so you can see it. If I have a Facebook page, if I have a podcast, if I'm using SoundCloud, LinkedIn, Zoom, Ellipsin, Binge Network, whatever it is, Twitter, I can now have it all connected to have multiple things happen. So let's go into my workflow and just to show you a couple different examples of what can happen. When I have a live stream, I am live streaming to YouTube and Facebook and all of those things. But I also have automations that it makes audiograms to Twitter. It also makes Facebook videos to LinkedIn. I also have my audiograms to Twitter, but I have it go to Google Drive as well. I can have my Zoom podcast go to my Google Drive, or I can have Zoom publish it as a podcast if I want to. There's all of these different ways to do it. So this is a lot with the workflows. Repurpose can do a lot. Before getting in, I would first identify, what are you trying to do? Do you have a podcast? Are you trying to make your podcast into a live video? Are you trying to make your live video into a podcast? You write out all of these things because then when you go into the workflow and repurpose, you can make this happen. You can have a systemized process of attack. And this is, and we did a video about this. I'll drop it in the section down below. Make sure when we were testing out content, we would put out 42 pieces of content per week based on one live stream. 42 pieces of content per week based on one live stream because we could chop it up and then we put it all over the place on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, back on into our Facebook group, all different ways. And this is what you can do with Repurpose. But you have to make sure you understand, instead of just trying to blast everyone or just put content everywhere, have a workflow or write down how you want to be shown online. What is the purpose of using Repurpose? Like, what are you going to do? The other one too, they now have custom templates as well. And this allows you to, again, make very specific types of content that now when I import it, I can make, like, this looks like a snippet right here. If you ever seen someone that has like a countdown timer or it's subtitled based on the video and you're like, how can you do this? Repurpose can do that automatically from you. It already makes the subtitles from the CRT file from Facebook, and it can already make these clips for you. Before you get into it though, just understanding what you're going to be using it for. Okay? So we have Repurpose. Let me know, Erica, or anyone that wants to see Repurpose, if you want very specific examples. Also, too, let me know if what I was doing in Market Plan as I'm going through the process, if this makes sense. All I'm doing is identifying what's happening and then going from here. Steve was talking about you come from social media and then you're going to get them to sign up for a discovery call. The first question I would have, Steve, is do you have a scheduling platform right now? Are you using Calendly? Are you using something like Book Like a Boss? Something like that. Because again, I don't have to go any further. I don't have to think about it because right here, I'm using the tech fundamentals. I'm thinking about opt-in. I'm trying to get their contact information and automate it. Do you have those platforms installed right now? Please let me know. Okay, as I'm waiting for that, I'm going to sign up for Spike. And let me know if this makes sense. If I'm missing something or you have another follow-up question, let me know. This is why we're here. Okay, I'm going to sign up for Spike. No, at the moment, no platforms. Okay, Steve. So no big deal. Right off the bat, I'm going to go and send you a link, and I would get a scheduler. Now, the thing is, I can send you one that has more features, but Calendly, I think you can start with Calendly for free. Let me check this. Now, they probably have limited things. Now, Steve, are you having them go to Zoom? Are you meeting them on Zoom or like Google Meet or something like that? Okay. Let's take a look. Calendly, free online appointment scheduling software. It's free. I would start with Calendly. You can sign up for free. Let's take a look at the features. I know. Erica's saying book like a boss. I would go with book like a boss. I'm just saying it depends if Steve, if you're wanting to just try this out and you want to spend money, or if you're saying, hey, listen, I need free options. I don't have time for that. That's totally up to you. I know I see Erica in the chat yelling about book like a boss. I would do book like a boss, but if you want to start off with something free, what did it say? One calendar, one event type. Look at this. Blab has a free 14-day trial. Man, are you getting paid by them? Okay, it's up to you. I'm going to drop both links for you. Okay? So, Steve, like, the whole thing is with automation, too, and a lot of people are like, I want the whole tech stack right here. Yeah, you want free option? Bam. Look at this. Good health to you. I just put it in the chat. Okay, free option, bam. Keep in mind, you're only going to be able to use this with one type of appointment type. Let's see what else it does. Integrates with Google Calendar, which is good. Workflows, you can't use workflows on it. Hey, Oliver. What's going on? Hold on a second. Do this. So glad that you're here. Okay, so a free option, Steve, you don't even have to worry about anything else. Right now, I'd go and sign up for this. And now, when you have traffic from social media, if they just message you, you need to start having them go to Calendly. The reason behind it is now you're going to start getting their information. You're going to start building your list, and you can automate now to now send them a Zoom link. I'm looking at the integration. Oh, look at that. They have Zoom integration on the free plan. I thought you were going to have to pay for that. Okay. This saves you so much time because it has a Zoom integration. When they book a call, you don't have to worry about anything else. It automatically integrates with it. I wonder if you need to have a Zoom account that's professional or not. That's something you would have to check. But it definitely integrates with Zoom. That's the main portion right there, and it's free. Go get it. So right off the bat, that's saving you all that time of going back and forth. Is this a good time? When should we connect? We already have you opting in, and now you can have the follow-up. It already takes care of your contacting people because it starts building your list out. Depends on how you're getting paid too, Steve. If you're sending them an invoice, a Stripe invoice, you already have it productized and you can just send them to a pricing page. But that just knocked out 3 things for you. Let me know if that helps. Oliver, we're talking about automation today. So if you have questions, let me know in the chat. Steve, let me know if that's helpful. Okay. Okay, cool. Let us go on. Yeah, and if it was a paid option, if you're like, hey, I'm ready to upgrade, then I would talk about Book Like a Boss. But Calendly, the free one, that will do most of the things you need. Cool. All right, let's move on. Let us move on. Okay, cool. Let's switch over. I'm going to let me move this. Moving this stuff over here. moving that. Book like a boss. We just talked about Calendly. If anyone has any other questions about Calendly, we're good to go. Very helpful. Awesome. There we go, Steve. So, I mean, I'm all about action. Either do it right now or do it later today. But remember, that's what's going to help you with your automation. Don't worry about trying to do all 7 steps. You just need to do one at a time to start the ball moving. Most people, they try to look at this and they try to do all 7 at once. It's not, it's too much. Just like Erica. Erica, you were talking about what should I do with follow-up? The main issue is you're getting a bad fit for your products and services. Don't worry about follow-up. You need to have a filtering mechanism to get the right people through the door. All right, so we're going to use Spike. So it's spikenow.com. Let's see. I think I'm going to sign up for it. And the reason behind this is it's going to change the conversation. And I think I'm going to be able to take out my task management if I use Spike instead. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. Let's see. See if I add an account. Okay, add an account. No problem, Steve. No problem. All right, so with Spike, I got to switch over on my other side just to make sure I don't give anything incriminating. But I'm using Spike because I'm going to possibly take away some other apps that I'm using to make our business a little bit more streamlined. So I'm signing up for this right now. Again, this is purely a demo. They reached out to me. I liked it. I haven't decided if I'm going to promote it or do videos. So you're seeing me in real time set this up and see what happens. So I'm just on the other screen right now. I'm just going through and making sure nothing's sensitive. And then it's preparing my account right now. Let me bring it back. And you know, I do these reviews for real. If I don't like it, I wouldn't do it. Where did it go? Hold on one second. Did I put on a different page? Spike. Oh, here it is. Okay. Your picture. What is that? Oh, here we go. Browse. It says feeling lazy, use Facebook profile. I might actually do that. Let me see if I can find it quickly, but I might just, I'm looking for my image. Let's see, downloads. No problem, Steve. Don't worry. This is on the replay and everything like that. Thank you for being here. Let's take a look. I'm going to add my picture real quick. Okay, let's add that. Let me zoom it in maybe. Ah! Okay, that's fine. Yeah, let's just do that. Okay, collaborate starts here. Invite team members. Nah. No, that's already me. Invite teammates and begin collaborating in real time. I mean, it's just me. So do I need anyone else? Invite people. Invite later. This is also if I see like ClickUp or doing stuff like that. Let's see. Needs permission to enable desktop notifications. No problem, Rick. Yeah, man. Always trying to do that. Now, do I want notifications? Nah, not right now. Okay, so this is what it looks like. So notes and tasks. What is this? Oh, okay. My notes and tasks, personal and collaboration notes, share, do all of those things. This is what I was looking for. Let's take a look. Okay, so if I click this, browse, okay, not bad. Okay, so right here, this is my single grain. Okay, so it separated all my other things right here. How do I make, click that button. So then I can create a note or a task real quick. So I can create a task. I can say new workflow for Brand Factory. Okay. Click here. This is a test. Okay. I like that. And then what can I do? I can add someone to this. Okay. And I think I can send this. Search, export as a PDF, archive. Okay, unread. Okay. Can I send this to anyone? See, I can do emojis here. Okay. So this is my tasks section, which is super helpful. Okay, here is a test. Okay. I can mark things off the list. All right, so this replaces a few things that we need. Okay. Now, the thing is, can I share this with the team? Now, collaboration, I can, but let's see if I just can send it. Look, copy link, and I can just send it. So even if they don't use Spike, I can just send it to them. I can share it. I can do that. Can edit. Let's see about this. Can view, can edit. So I have it as a default to can edit. And then even if they're not using Spike, I can just send them the list. So what we were doing before is we were using Squid Hub for our main, like, doing everything. But I think this can eliminate Squid Hub. And I can just stay in my emails like this. I like that. Okay. So we're always looking at being more efficient. I think we might eliminate Squid Hub. And by the way, I love Squid Hub. This is just depends on what you're doing with your workflow and everything like that. But I think I might get rid of Squid Hub at this point. Now, if you're working with a team and you're working on very detailed things and you're used to Basecamp, Asana, things like that, that's fine. But for the most part, we're taking less. We don't even have really any one-on-one clients anymore. We have all group. So we don't really need Squid Hub and Slack like we used to. And basically our Slack is more of a dumpster fire anyway. We're usually just sending memes and in links that we like. So I think I'm going to switch Spike. I might take away Squid Hub maybe. Because right here we have our current projects. We have urgent projects. We have shared links and files when we're talking. And for the most part, we were doing this when we had a lot of client work. And then we had our messaging session here. I think we just eliminated this whole platform that we need. And I like how it looks. I like how it looks. And you can start with this for being free, by the way. I'm just using the free plan. So these are my messages right here. Interesting. Okay, so this is all my emails from today, all my emails from yesterday. Let's see what it looks like. So this is when I was talking, and this is what the emails look like. It looks like a conversation. Super impressed. Super impressed. And then the other ones, this just looks like an email. Yep. I think I'm going to switch over and try it out. Now let's see if we can filter. So this is my priorities. Yesterday, filter. Mark is red. These are all unread. Okay, I'm going to have to work on, because that's the only thing I'm used to. I don't want to see any of this. Once I'm done, I don't want to see anything in my box, but maybe this is only for messages. Okay, I got to work on this. But overall, I'm pretty impressed. I like how I can have my tasks and everything. Let's see about this. My calendar, manage events in one place, merge your calendar. Okay, I might have to merge that. Can I merge this? Compact. Okay, so agenda. Let me see if I can just sync this. Okay, let me work on that. Brownie, what's going on? Brownie? Thanks for jumping in. Hold on one second. We're just reviewing Spike. Where is my button? Thank you so much for jumping in. Let me know if you have any questions. We're just reviewing stuff. Okay. I like it. Overall, not bad. I'm going to have to get used to it because I'm really in my other email system, as you can see, I try to keep my emails to an absolute minimum. So I don't like seeing everything. So I got to see if I can switch views, or maybe I'm going to have to just filter. Oh, okay. Unread. Unread? No. Yeah. Yep. Right here. I'm doing good today. Okay, yep. This is a lot better. So I can switch. These are all of the conversations that, yep, cool. So much better. I love this feeling. Yep. Because I don't like seeing all of my conversations. I just want to make sure that I can have a view where once I'm done with something, I'm done. Yeah, this feels so much better. So much better. And then I can say, Mark is right. Oh, yeah. Yep. This is a lot better. The things you showed help out a lot. Thanks. No problem. I'm glad that you're enjoying it. Let me know if you have any questions. Yep. This is it. This is a lot better. Priority right here. I like this version a lot better. Okay. Oh, yep. And it's synced from my account. Cool. Yep. Just synced with all my account. I can do comments over here. Yes. Okay. We're good. So I think I'm going to do a full in-depth, but let me know what you're thinking about Spike. I like it. Again, it's very different. It's more conversational, as you know, than a former email and all of those things. But this is interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, so if you're thinking about trying out a new platform or thinking about this, again, this is why I'm testing it out for you. If you have more questions, who this would be best for, let me know. But yeah, this is my thoughts on it. Again, remember, there's going to be a link. Let me send it in the chat again. This is talking about how do you save time and make more money. There's a link for that free course. You can get that. Make sure, let me know what you're trying to do. Steve was just talking about this has been helpful for him, how he's going to be working on it with his business. Again, with the stacking principles, first look at what is your business? What are you trying to accomplish? What do you need help on? What kind of tech are you looking for? And make it super simple for yourself. There are thousands of platforms out there and you can get distracted so easily. The key is write down what you need in your business right now to make it a success. That's the main purpose of this. You see, I do a lot of reviews and it's based on all of the recommendations from all of you. Brownie, thank you so much. I'm glad that you enjoy it. Rick, all of you. But remember, write down what you need help with and what kind of business you're trying to create. Micro SaaS, all of those things. Let me know. Let me know because this is how you're going to move with purpose. Erica, no problem. Glad that you're enjoying it. I'm glad this has been helpful for you. And again, I'm going to be coming out with more tutorials. I think tomorrow I'll be dropping App Sheet versus Builder. It's one of those. So I'll be doing that. And then I've got tons more coming out. Make sure you let me know in the comment section if you want a certain review, all of those things. And again, this is the fundamentals to scale up your business. That's the most important thing. Okay, let me drop a link so you can get the course real quick. Man, hold on a second. We got a super chat in here. Hold on one second. Let me put this here.
Super chat.
Thank you so much. Hold on a second. Let me do this. Thank you so much, Erica. We really do appreciate the super chat. I'm glad that you're enjoying this program. Thank you so much for your donation. No, thank you. And also, too, just to let you know, Erica is part of the Build It community. And remember, there's a link if you want to be a part of it. But again, we want to say welcome to you as well. Welcome to Build With Me. So all of you are doing a great job. If you have any questions, remember, we do this every single week. Every single Wednesday, we go live. And if you need anything, remember, in the comment section down below, let me know. And there is the link for, also let me put it in for if you want to be part of the Discord or ask questions there as well. So let me do that real quick. Remember, we're going to be doing another breakdown session next week, and all Build It members at the end of the month, remember, we're doing a full breakdown how you're going to be able to launch your own live event as well. Let me put this down in the Discord section. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, everybody. Again, thank you for being here. We're going to be live later on. Also, too, we're going to be talking about our other channel that we're going to be using for streaming and talking about emerging tech. We're going to be announcing that next week. But again, thank you so much for your time. Thank you for spending the morning or afternoon or wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for spending this time with me and with everyone in the community. I'll talk to you next week, and have a wonderful day.